Hello everyone and welcome to a video that I did not ever think I'd be making. Because in a perfect world, the horror narrator is only supposed to narrate others' experiences and works of fiction. Today, that is not the case. I'm going to tell you about something that happened to me today, the 6th of September 2019, in broad daylight. I recently bought a car and during my time off I enjoy going for a drive by myself. Today I decided whilst I was out that I was going to take a detour over the backroads before I went home. I live out in the country in a small village, so backroads aren't something unusual. I decided to go out a little further than where I usually drive, which added about 2 extra miles or so to the journey. To begin, I was driving through a town close to where I live. I got to the outskirts of the town and made the turn off to the backroads. The roads are twisty and unpredictable, as all country roads are. So cars do tend to form a queue, given that there are any on the road at all. Whilst I was about to turn off a more scenic route, I noticed that a silver pickup truck was also coming along behind me, which I thought was fairly unusual, but I shrugged it off as nothing. I kept driving relatively fast at about 45 miles per hour, but still decently below the speed limit, because the roads were bendy and there are a lot of single lane stretches of road and some blind corners. My speed was sort of leisurely for that kind of road, but I noticed that the silver pickup was not slowing down at all. Then I noticed that the driver of the pickup had their lights on at full beam and was occasionally flashing them. I became fairly unsettled and started driving a little less cautiously in order to gain some distance from the pickup, which did seem to work at first when I looked in my rearview mirror to find out that the driver was slowing down and peeking out from corners and then almost wheel spinning out. I got to a more straight part of the road and started picking up more speed over dips in the road. I'd go down and they would pop up a little while after. I finally came to another village with only about 6 houses and I thought that I had lost the pickup, so I began to slow down and recollect myself before I got out onto the main road. I finally came to the junction at the main road and as I slowed down to turn, I saw the glare of headlights in my mirrors. The pickup had found me and I couldn't go anywhere. I was pretty much trapped between the pickup and moving cars. The pickup came up behind me and turned off its lights. I saw clearly an old man with no teeth smiling at me in the reflection of my mirror. As soon as I could, I was out on the main road with this creepy old man right behind me. I should mention that there's only one road from where I was to my village. I was close to home. I was just about to enter the next village, which is one over from the one I live in. The old man turned off his lights again and was close behind me, and I'd say it was about half a car length. The speed limit in towns and villages in the UK is about 30 miles per hour, so I was very limited in terms of speed. The village next to mine is linear with one road that goes straight through for about a mile. As soon as I left the village, the old man put his lights back on and was really close behind me once again. Thankfully, the turn off to my village isn't extremely far from the village I'd just come through. As I turned into my village, the old man flashed his lights, smiled and waved as he drove on, ignoring the junction I had just went into. I know that this could be played off as a coincidence, but the route I took was quite obscure, and if the man was only going to the next town over, he could have kept going straight instead of turning onto the back roads with me because the two towns practically connect seamlessly. Regardless of whether or not he meant any harm, my door will remain locked for the rest of the day and the evening. Thanks for watching, wish me luck, and as always, stay dark.